Hello, everybody. Welcome to our channel, Be Wise, Get Wise. Today, I have Harsh Litwak with me from Harsh Realty Group. Harsh is an icon in the pre-construction industry and the GTA real estate. He has been almost from 30 years, a part of the GTA market, and he's worked with the top developers across Canada and continuously producing sales results above and beyond expectation. Harsh is a media expert, and his knack for creating highly effective marketing campaigns and ultimately shaping Toronto skyline and the lives of thousands of individuals and making history in the GTA. Today we present Harsh with the tagline is higher Harsh, higher results. So welcome Harsh to our podcast. So let's today's topic is of course to uh, to buy or not to buy pre-construction. So I thought that it would be a great idea to bring you on and help some of our audience, with this question, answering this question. And we have uh, gathered a few questions that our audience, has come up with. So I would like to, straight away get into the questions. Um, so welcome.
Welcome. Thank you for the very nice intro. Pleasure to be here. Go ahead. You can ask me whatever you like, and hopefully, I'll be able to answer and help your audience.
Excellent. So the first question we have is considering where the real estate market is today and the levels of interest rates, should anyone be buying or investing in real estate today?
Well, it's an interesting question that has a number of answers, but I will address it like this. For the people that have to buy, you're moving, your family's growing, you need bigger space, you buy because that's life. Uh, for probably the bigger question, should I buy if I'm investing in real estate or should I wait? The actual question is, you should be buying it today. I think along the podcast today, we'll venture through certain areas where we can expand on that and let people know how to do that. But 100%, you should be buying real estate today. Matter of fact, I have bought this year. I buy every year, and I have been buying it for probably close to 20 years now.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, yeah. It's been very, very good to me, and I think it's a great way to invest well, just to invest in Canada.
Absolutely. So people see, the thing is everybody knows that they should have real estate, right? So the second question people want to know is that will the prices of real estate continue to fall?
No.
That was straightforward. So guys,
It's pretty,
you heard it, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
pretty forward in the
yeah.
way of, let me share this with all the viewers today. So, I've been doing this for a long time, and I have lived through 4 downturns in the real estate market. So when this one came along, it's not something that I was really surprised at. It was like, okay, well, here's the fourth time it happened. And the one thing that I do know in real estate is what goes up will come down, as in the interest rates, as they have in the past, and they will again. Everybody out there knows that if they had to go finance $1 million mortgage today, and they were buying it at today's rates of somewhere between 6 and 7%, it's a massive difference from the rates of 1.5 or 2% just a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So, it's very difficult to buy in those types of circumstances, right?
Yeah.
But there are ways to buy today to take advantage of what's happening, because prices, to address the question, are going to go nowhere but up. They've pretty much bottomed out. And certainly there could be areas where prices fall a little bit further, but being able to time the market is a very difficult thing to do, no matter whether it's real estate or whether it's stocks and you're into the oil industry and gas or golds or what have you. It's very difficult to time the market. What you're looking for is about the lowest point, and then why are there advantages? What's the reasons at that point that you're going to buy? So it's going to continue to rise. The other reason that I'll just touch on for our viewers today is that immigration is pushing the price of real estate in Canada. For those that are not aware, in 2022, last year, 1,050,110 new immigrants came to Canada. In that same period where we had over 1 million people come, there was only 197,000 residences built. You start to see the problem right there, even if there were two and they were couples coming in. And so it was half of that, 500,000. We still have only 197,000 houses. And on top of that, I'm not sure, if you're aware yourself of how many people in Canada get married every year, but on average, it's about 143,000 people. And so if 143,000 people are getting married, they're leaving the homes that they've lived in generally because they're starting a new life with their new partner. They need housing. So it really, the pressure on providing enough housing is going to be next to impossible to be able to overcome. And therefore, the prices in Canada are going to continue to rise and rise and rise. The last thing to address that is simply, if you've been watching any of the negotiations with the unions and with what's going on, and you see that Ford has just settled with a 15% increase over 3 years. So you know that all the wages are going to go up. So will the carpenters, because in the unions, those contracts are coming up. The electricians, the plumbers, right?
Yep.
No one is going to take less money because it's more expensive to live today.
Absolutely.
So the cost is going to go up to build. Therefore, the cost to buy is going to continue to rise.
Absolutely. So the next question is, what is the advantage of then buying, pre-construction?
Well, there's a big advantage. It's a great question, right? There's a big advantage. It's one of the ways that people can get started. But here's the biggest reason. You're buying pre-construction at today's price of what they're selling it at, and you're taking delivery of it 3 or 4 years down the road. Where it becomes amazing is because how you handle the deposits to secure it. And today, the amount of deals that are coming from the developers, I haven't seen in the 30 plus years, in the 33 years that I've been doing this. They are absolutely unbelievable. Deals from mortgages at 1.9% to deposits that are extended over 900 days, right?
Yep.
It is just...
That's unheard of, yeah.
Yeah. And so what you want to do is take advantage of these opportunities and work with these extended deposits. So you're only putting a little money down, and 4 years down the road, you're going to get a magnificent condo. And you have to be a believer that the rates, that prices, okay, are going to go up. I am a massive believer, okay, for all the indicators that I've mentioned, why a price is going to continue to rise. And the history of real estate in Canada shows us that on average, they rise 6% a year anyways. So matter of fact, I think that your viewers may be shocked to see where real estate is going to go in the near future. Anyways, that's one of the reasons that you do it, is simply because you can put a small deposit down today and reap the benefits 4 years down the road.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I agree with that. And me personally, I have done the same thing. My experience is that whenever I went to buy real estate pre-construction, I always felt that the prices are too high, but I went ahead and still bought it. But in hindsight, when I look back and said, okay, you know what, I felt what my clients are feeling. They also feel that, oh, the prices are too high. But when you actually buy it, and after 4 years, you will know that, according to the market price, then you got it at a really, really good deal. And the condo or the home has appreciated much, much, much more than what you actually bought it for.
You're absolutely right. I can go to almost anybody and say to them, if I could offer you a piece of real estate at the price it was selling at 10 years ago, would you
You
buy
buy
it?
it.
And
Yes.
everybody says yes. So that's the magic of buying pre-construction,
Yeah,
is that you're buying it so many years down the road. When you finally get delivery,
absolutely.
you either sell it prior, okay, to you taking occupancy and
Yeah.
take some profit there, or you just rent it out and start some cash flow for yourself and have your renters pay off your mortgage for you.
Yeah. So on that note, the next question. Through the years, you've built a fairly large portfolio of income producing properties.
Yeah.
Could you explain to our listeners how you got started and how you did it?
Yes, I'm happy to explain that. I think what I want to share with all of you is that if this is the first time you're going to get into the market, the first one you're going to buy, I can assure you, you're really nervous. Um, Everybody that I've dealt with over the years, including myself, when you buy that first one, you're wondering and you're asking yourself hundreds of questions, as in, am I doing the right thing? Is it the right time to buy it? Okay, I'm not sure this is going to work out. What if the renter doesn't pay? And question after
Yeah.
question after question.
And that's natural, right? Like anybody, that's natural. That's a natural thing to happen.
Absolutely natural. Yeah, I would say that the biggest thing, and I remember me doing it, is I had so many people influence me and keep saying to me, why aren't you buying real estate? Why aren't you buying real estate? You should be buying real estate. And then finally, that was it. One day, this house came up, and I just said, I'm buying it. I'm buying it. And I put the deposit down, and there it was. I took possession of it, and I'm going to share with the viewers that was the first property I'd ever bought. And interesting enough, I remember I paid $425,000 for it.
Mm-hmm.
I sold it last year
Mm-hmm.
for $1,750,000.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah. And so,
And what was the interest rate when you bought it? Just for our viewers.
you know what? It wasn't low because it
Okay.
wasn't so low back then.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? I don't really remember.
Okay.
But here was the important part.
Yes.
The house was cash flowing.
Okay.
So it wasn't negative cash flow. It was breaking even pretty much.
Right.
And as long as it was breaking even, it was great because your mortgage is getting paid down month after month after month.
Yeah.
From there, what happened was I got through the first year and realized, well, okay, life hadn't changed dramatically. Nothing terrible had happened, but I owned a house. And I went, well, that was pretty easy. And I started to really focus on the pre-construction market because I learned that I could buy with maybe 5% down, okay, or just a little bit more or whatever it was. And I could wait 4 years and get delivery of all these things. And that's exactly what I did. I just started to buy them and take delivery of these things 3 and 4 years down the road. I would finance them in a way where I could rent them.
Yeah.
And pretty much, I will tell you that every one that I bought, I kept and I've rented to this day. I rarely sell them.
Yeah.
And the big thing that I tell people is that if you do things like that, you can create your own retirement program.
Absolutely.
You do not have to wait for someone else to look after you. You'll be looking after yourself. It's
Absolutely.
easy.
Absolutely. And, those are perfect words, retirement through real estate. Okay. That's what I'm focusing with my clients too. So if the audience is listening, make sure you reach out and I'll tell you how. And just like Harsh mentioned, we will make sure that your property is cash flow positive, right? Because the rents are keeping on, increasing, and we can definitely make it cash flow positive. So, Harsh, I see a big banner behind you. It says the greatest sale. So,
It
tell
sure
us a
does.
little bit about this greatest sale. What's happening? How the audience can take advantage of this sale?
So I think that the audience should realize something first of how this comes to be and why this happens. So let me explain something. All of the buildings, the high rise, the mid rise condos that you see going up in the city, a builder has to pre sell 70% of those for the bank to give them the financing to build the building. And many times the builders are somewhere around 50%, 60%, and they need those few sales to
Yep.
get them over that edge so they can start construction. And that's what we actually have had happen here. We've put together 8 of the most amazing projects, all the way from up north, from some recreational properties to the east end of the city, to the west end of the city, to the south end of the city. And we have put together projects where builders were able to offer unbelievable incentives for the buyers to make it almost impossible not to buy them. They come with everything from 1.9% mortgages for some of them. Some of them come with cashbacks up to $60,000 or $65,000. Some of them have you can buy them for $10,000 down and from $951 a month for 26 months. There's all kinds of absolutely amazing pieces. Two of the ones that we're featuring are one called the 900, which is a brand new development at the corner of 427 in Eglinton. It's magnificent. It has cashbacks. It has all kinds of amazing things. And of course, one of them is out in Milton, built by Green Park. Incredible, incredible cashbacks for the clients. You know, it's one of those times in life where I think a lot of people will look back and remember the opportunities that they saw and are going to for sure say to themselves, you know what? I don't know why I didn't buy. Oh my goodness. The opportunities were so incredible. Because what I do think is going to happen is that as soon as interest rates start to fall, and they will in 2024,
Yep.
everything's going to change.
Yep.
There has been a pent-up demand to buy real estate. People have been sitting on the sidelines. And so for those that understand what's happening and can take advantage of these amazing offers, they will be the absolute winners of 2023.
Absolutely. And to the audience, you know what? Your question as to why the real estate developers are giving a discount, that was your answer, right? So, so as Hirsch explained to you, saying that some builders are 60% or 50% of completion, they need the financing from the banks, and they are looking for that last 10 to 15% of the project to be completed. So it is in the best interest of the developers to give you this additional discount so that they can come up to that mark. And guess what? Once they are at 70%, do you think they're going to give you these discounts? Answer is no.
The answer is no. You're right.
And maybe the prices will be much higher, right? If the interest rates are going to go down, the prices are going to
They will be higher.
They'll be higher, right? So
every builder generally does that, okay? And we've been doing it for so many years. But once we reach 70%, usually any promotion that's on it is off, and they usually start raising the prices at that point, usually by $5,000 or $10,000 a suite, and just continue along the way until it's completely sold. Yeah.
So guys, we are telling you, we are giving away the reason, we are giving away the secrets. You are at an advantage to purchase. So on October 1st, Sunday, October 1st, Hirsch Group and St. Max Superstars are, having this greatest sale event. I will give you the details. DM me, contact me, 416-876-9960 for more details. One last question, Hirsch.
Yeah.
Will you be there on Sunday to answer our clients' questions?
I will. So you know what, all of you today who are listening, if you want to come out, ask some questions and take a look and see what's here, come on out. I'd be happy to answer the questions for you.
Absolutely. Harsh, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to our audience. Really appreciate that, and hope we can do this again. I'm looking forward to this collaboration. And audience, thank you for watching. And there is something for everybody. CMAX Superstars and Harsh have come together to offer you the greatest sale. Lots of incentives, like you mentioned, 1.99% mortgages, rate, cashbacks, easy deposit structures, 950 a month. It's probably lesser than your car payment for some of you, right? So come on down. Again, I urge you, block your calendars Sunday, October 1st, and DM me and call me. I will provide you the details of the 8 projects we discussed. Harsh, again, it's a pleasure. Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.
And have a good one.
Thank you. Thank you. See you on Sunday, everyone.
Absolutely.